I mentioned earlier, today marks the 4th year anniversary of Michael Jackson's death. We were just talking about that earlier and just saying how tragic that death was, and we're just in dealing with that in the essence of how his children have been coping with that. I think his youngest daughter, his daughter Paris, I think that's her name, if I'm not mistaken. Mm-hmm. Yeah, how she's been going through a lot and how she recently tried to commit suicide. So, like I said, just keep the family in your thoughts and prayers. You know, like nobody, unless you actually have lost a parent, you really don't know how that feels, especially a parent as iconic as Michael Jackson. And even if you look at Whitney Houston, how her daughter kind of suffered after that, because, you know, when you think about it, they're taking on a whole lot. Like, you probably deal with a lot of vultures coming around you after you get married, a lot of press, a lot of, you know, people, and you don't have, you know, that parental, what's the word I'm looking for? You don't have that guardianship or somebody looking after you, you know, to protect you from all that. So, you know, it's one of those things we can sit back and judge, but unless you have gone through that, you cannot judge that. You don't know what it is to lose a parent, especially a parent that was in the limelight like that. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So we have to really be careful before we pass judgment. And even with Michael Jackson's life, we don't know all the situation. We don't know all the circumstances or the facts. You know, we're only given what the media sees or what they want to give us, or you know, standing on the outside looking in. We don't know what has actually happened. And this is my thing.
Right.
This is my thing. And I just got to throw this in here. I know we got a lot to cover, so I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna move on. This is my thing. It's a very sad situation where, you know, and this I don't know how I feel about LaToya Jackson, because you sitting up here and you know, and I remember when Omarosa from Celebrity Apprentice was kind of attacking her for this, you know. They had a thing where they was going back and forth and stuff like that. She got on Wendy Williams and said this, which I'm not a real big fan of Omarosa, because she got a nice, nasty attitude. She's cutthroat, messy. But she said something that made sense to me, like where she said that it's kind of sad when you going through all this negative press and your own sister don't have your back. She's sitting up there accusing you. She don't even know what's going on herself, but she's not even taking up for you, and now you want to sit up here after he's dead and act like you miss him, and you know, and you kind of gaining, you kind of gaining off that press. You see what I'm saying? And it's very sad that people, your own family, don't have your back, but they want to benefit off of your shine though after you dead and gone. So, like I said, you know, just seeing that, you know, there's no telling what's going on within that family. You see what I'm saying? So it's just, you know, it's just a sad situation. Even 4 years later, you know, it's really, really sad in how his death occurred, and you know, and the things that have transpired since then. You know, so I don't know. Mm-hmm. But so I mean, so what do you think about that? About as far as like, you know, people in his family now trying to benefit off of him now that he's dead?
I think they weren't close to begin with. Why all of a sudden are they trying to act like they're close now?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute. I know why. Because the kids have a trust fund.
Yeah, exactly.
Honey, they done took the trust out of that fund. Trust involved with that.
Yeah.